One. And raise your hands after this. How many of you pretty much believe the official account of the high-rise collapses? That the planes impacted the buildings and there was a large explosion of jet fuel and ignition of fires, weakening the structural steel, and a gravitational collapse brought down everything to the ground. Raise your hands. Oh, okay, let me read the other two questions. How many are unsure? And about how many already believe that the Twin Towers were brought down by controlled demolition? First question. Now, how many pretty much believe the official account? Raise your hands. Wow. Well, she's not sure. Okay. Then the next, nobody's raised their hand that I can see. You got to vote, and nobody's voting. One in the back I can't see. Okay. Okay. The next one is, how many are you unsure? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press TV doesn't count. Okay, got 4 or 5, right? Okay, and then the last one. How many already believe that the Twin Towers were brought down by controlled demolition? Well, we don't have to have the debate. It's already been settled. You want to count them all?
Yeah.
Okay, raise your hands and keep them up, because we do want to have a record of this.
Thank you. Thank you. Say thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. The nonprofit organization Architects and Engineers of 9/11, referred to as AE911Truth, has examined a great deal of evidence available in the public record, and has also concluded that the Twin Towers and the lesser-known World Trade Center Building 7 were destroyed by explosive controlled demolition. They have a petition that they've delivered to the Congress earlier this year. It has been signed by over 1,270 professionals, technical professionals, licensed and degreed architects and engineers, with well over 1,000, well as thousands of additional supporters. And as was pointed out by Richard, Congress has not responded, even to the most recent information, has not responded at all or shown any interest at all in doing anything about this. Those that will be, and Richard also pointed out that there was 3 groups that were being formed as we speak today. One is military officers, the other is scientists, and of course actors and supporters like myself, who are not technicians, but have some sense of how the world works. The military officers, you've got Commander Ralph Kolstad and Colonel George Nels. The scientists are David Grissom, Lynn Margulis, and A.K. Doudney. The AE911Truth crossed the historic milestone of 100,000 people joining with their signatures petitions on September 11, 2001. No, February, I don't see the date. February 19th is when they reached that threshold. On that day, they sent a petition to Congress, and of course, you've already heard that there was no response. To date, the AE911Truth is represented here today by 4 of its petition signers. These are gentlemen at the table. Richard Gage on my immediate left. Next is Tom Szamboti, and then Tony. I'm sorry, I apologize. And the other gentleman is, Greg Roberts, who's took off for a moment here. We will now proceed with the statements and rebuttals forming the actual mock debate. Now, bear in mind, the people who hold to the government storyline were invited to join us today. Only one member said he would, and of course his schedule did not permit him to do that. And so we will now go forward with the slide presentation of the individuals and their statements, which you'll be able to see, and then you'll be able to see and hear the actual facts presented by AE911Truth.